What's up, guys? It's your boy Tramel. I just wanted to say that I have a new project that's out. It's called Mixed Feelings. It's on all streaming platforms. I would hope that you would go and check it out. It's a really good feel of an album. It's got everything you need and more. It's got R&B, it's got a little bit of pop, it's got a little bit of hip hop. It's everything that you need and more. It's out all streaming platforms, like I said. Please check me out, and you can also follow me at I am underscore Tramel. That's I am underscore TRAMEL. Check me out. I hope to hear from you.
And what's going on, you guys? It's me, your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new review of the Belle Collective Season 2 episode. Episode is ain't okay. That's what we're here to talk about, y'all. That's what we're here to do. That's what we're here to talk about, honey. Okay. So without any further ado, before we get into today's review, let's talk about what we got coming up. Okay. Now, as you guys already know, the Whether You Like It or Not panel will be airing on Tuesday night at 9:15 Eastern over on Josiah's World TV. So be on the lookout for us to discuss the Real Housewives of Atlanta as well as this show that we're discussing right now, and that is Belle Collective. So be on the lookout for the Whether You Like It or Not panel over on Josiah's World TV's channel on Tuesday night. Also, take a look at us on Wednesday night over on Giving You the Real Tea so we could talk, so we could do roasted review. We will be roasting and reviewing Love and Marriage Charlottesville, giving our personal opinions and just having us a good time laughing and kikiing at these folks on this damn show. So be on the lookout for it at 8/7 Central over on Giving You the Real Tea, honey. And also on Friday night, be sure to tune in to Boys Night Out at 9/8 Central Time. That's 9/8 Central Time for Boys Night Out on Friday night. We're gonna have us some laughs. We're gonna have some real talking. We're just gonna get into the tea on Friday night for Boys Night Out. So be on the lookout for all those things that we have coming up right here on Scotty by Nature TV. All right. So without any further ado, let's get into the review. Okay, so we're gonna start this thing off with Letitia, Marie, and Akeisha. They all meet up for lunch. Now, at this point, Akeisha was like, I know that I've decided that I'm going to move forward with Tamara, but bitch, I'm watching you. I'm watching you. And as you should, because Tamara has shown her cards as being a fake ass person. She has shown her damn cards. She really has. Now, I did reach out to Tamara for an interview, and I have not heard back from her yet. But hopefully, if she do respond to me, we will get to the bottom of the tea. We will. But with that being said, we're gonna move on to the next thing. So they talk about the fashion show and how much they enjoyed the fashion show. You know, the fashion show was lit for all of them and all this other stuff. So they all agreed that they had a good time at the fashion show. It was a lovely event. So then they started talking about Tamara and her messy ways. And Akeisha was like, I'm just surprised at Tamara because I've known Tamara for years. Like we went to school together, like we was cool back in the gap. So for her to really throw me under the bus and tell y'all that I called y'all ugly and saying all this negative defamatory stuff about me, I just cannot believe that she would do that to me. And I thought that me and her was better than that. And Marie was like, I mean, she was basically saying that you are a shady person, like you'll throw shade, you'll do this, you'll do that. And then Keisha was like, but my thing about shady is somebody that's going to do something like real messed up to somebody, like someone that's treacherous, someone that you can't trust. To me, that's being shady. And that's not far off. I mean, there's two. You can saying somebody is shady is like many different forms of being shady. It's like you could say that they're shady because they throw shade, but you could also say they're shady because they are treacherous and they're an asshole and they're not to be trusted. So she's not far off on that. There's many ways that you could say somebody is shady. So I get that. But Akeisha just decided that she's going to move forward with this situation. Like she do got her eyes on everybody. She don't really trust nobody like that right now. All she knows is that she just gonna move forward with this situation, and she just gonna move on and let it be. Marie revealed that her mother has a relapse, and I'm not surprised. I mean that, and I'm not saying it as a negative. I'm saying that because a lot of the times when people have been on drugs for the majority of their lives, it's hard for them to come off. And even when they do come out of the drug thing, they kind of fall right back into it, and that's very unfortunate that's happening to Marie right now. I really feel bad for her, honestly. And you know what? I've been giving her a whole lot of grace this season. At the very beginning, I was, reading her down and all this stuff, but this woman truly got a lot going on. I mean, the mother of her grandson has been murdered. She's dealing with her lupus. Her mama is in and out of rehab. So there is a lot on somebody. And that could be the method to her madness. A lot of us do have methods to our madness, and sometimes it's not always us. Sometimes it's the things that we're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that really hurt my heart to hear that her mother is right back on drugs again. It, like I said, it's not surprising because even looking at her on the show, it made me feel like, she probably gonna get right back on this shit again. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how it look. And a lot of the times when you have people that are addicts that's in your life and they make you promise after promise after promise that they're gonna do this and they're gonna do that, they're gonna do right by you, they're gonna do this by you, they're gonna do that by you, but then it all turns out to be a whole lie. And I really hate that. I hate that. I hate that for Marie. Hopefully things get better for her mom, and her mom is not even in her house right now. She don't even know where her mama is right now. So that's another reason why she's very much so gun ho about opening up these methadone clinics in Mississippi because it is, central to her heart because of her mother and the struggles that her mother has gone through. So she's going to have a celebration with the girls. She's invited Letitia and Akeisha to it. And it's basically about her and Missy, aka White Diamonds, basically coming together so they can celebrate them opening up their methadone clinic. They're going to have another program down in Hattiesburg. So shout out to them. They started talking about the security guard. They didn't understand why the security guard came over and pulled Tamara away from the rest of them and all this other stuff. And then they started talking about Taisha. And I'm honestly tired of this conversation about I dated them too. Greedy and I dated them too can go to hell at this particular point because Greedy, whom I like, is really making himself look bad at this point because it's like he don't want to own up to the fact that he know that he has something going on with Taisha. You know what I mean? And I just think that it's fucked up that he won't admit it. But girl, like just go on and admit to your shit. Like you fucked up. It is what it is. But he did admit last week that he had something going on with her a long damn time ago. So is that the emotional connection that she's talking about, or are y'all right back screwing around again? God knows. Who knows? So then Tamara and Greedy, they having lunch and they started discussing the whole thing with I dated him too. And Greedy is not here for this whole conversation. Like he tired of them talking about, I dated him too, basically saying that ain't nothing to discuss anymore. Like they're done with that. Like it is what it is. Nothing is going on with Greedy and I dated him too. So that's all that really matters. And Tamara is really eating this shit up. And I mean, hey, if she want to eat it up, let her eat it up. You feel what I'm saying? If she eating it up, let her eat the shit up. You know what I'm saying? Because I just think that at the end of it all, she gonna believe whatever she want to. Like she's the type that I'm gonna stick by my man, my man, my man, and I'm gonna stand beside him. And that's just pretty much what she doing, regardless of the fact that he might be wrong in the situation. I'm sorry, y'all, but regardless of the fact that he might just be wrong in the situation at hand, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, to me, it's like she just gonna stick beside him regardless of what he say, and she don't really give a fuck. And she gonna believe whatever he say. But I definitely think that Greedy got something to hide. And they sitting up here talking about working on the baby and moving in together, and they ain't even got no rings on their damn fingers. So I'm trying to understand how the hell they gonna do that. But to each is fucking own. All I gotta say is I hope Tamara know what she doing because Greedy got my third eye looking at his ass. And I like him. Don't get me wrong now. I like Greedy. That's why I'm hoping that he don't fuck it up with Tamara, but it looks like he's gonna fuck it up with Tamara. That's the way it looks to me. Okay, so we're gonna see, but he might not fuck up with Tamara. Tamara might just deal with it regardless. It don't really matter. So we're gonna move on to Marie and Glenda. Now Glenda is Raven's mom, okay, which is Raven is Jerez's baby mama. Glenda comes over. Her, Marie, and Jerez, they are having a conversation. They discuss Raven's death. Glenda has been absolutely depressed. She doesn't know how she's gonna go on in life without Raven being in her life, and that was just a sad conversation to see. Now, one thing about it, I'm glad that Marie is actually there for Glenda. Glenda needs somebody to be there for her because imagine losing your child that's 19 and is a mother to a senseless act of violence. That's a whole lot for somebody. That's a whole lot for somebody. And I just can only imagine what she may be going through at this particular moment. I can only imagine that because like I don't even have no child, and you know, but I don't really think you have to have kids to really know what's really going on, you know what I'm saying? To really feel that pain, to be honest. I don't really think you need to have a child to feel that. But I just feel like at this particular point, I just feel bad for her. You know, I don't even know that lady and I feel bad for her. You feel what I'm saying to you? Because at the end of it all, it's just like, damn, like you lost your child to a senseless act of violence. You doing this, you doing that. So it's just like, it's crazy to me. So I'm like, girl, like more power to you. But I am glad that Marie is there for Glenda because she needs that. And it's not many times where you see the two grandparents getting along like that. Because a lot of the times the two grandparents they wanna do this and they want to be over this and they want to be over that. So you really don't get to see that. But now it's kind of like, you see these two women coming together because their kids had a kid and now they're trying to work together to make sure that this kid that's being left behind is, being raised right and doing the right thing. You feel what I'm saying to you? So it is what it is. They all agree that with Jerez, because Jerez wasn't going he was going to school, but he was doing all of his schooling online. So now at this particular point, he is deciding to go back on campus because that is exactly what Marie wants. She wants him to go ahead, finish his education. Glenda and Marie would take care of the son while he's gone. And he said that it makes him feel better to know that because, he knows that his son would be in good care with the two of them. So, just call him. He's gonna be down here and just do all, come back and make sure things is where it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So I'm glad that the three of them have a foundation. They're trying to really do the right thing in regards to Zane. So I love that scene. As sad as it is and as sad as it was good to see everybody come together for the sake of the child. You know what I'm saying? So now we're going into Dee's baby shower. Dee is so pretty. She's so pretty to me. Um the girls come through. Sanjay and the twins, they come through. They decide to put whatever differences that they got aside for the sake of Dee's baby shower. They want to make sure that she's showered with nothing but love and let her know that they got her. Like, if you need help with anything, we got you. If you need us to do anything for you, we got you. And I thought that was a good start. Latrice arrives. She's there giving a Portia Williams tea. And she tells So Gucci that she thinks that she's pregnant because she missed her periods. She hasn't had a period in 2 months. And I don't know nothing about periods and shit like that, menstrual cycles and shit like that. So my women that watch me, y'all gonna have to tell me more about that because I know sometimes people can miss their periods and it don't mean that they pregnant. So what does that really mean? Does stress really cause y'all not to have no period or what? Make sure y'all educate me in the comments because I know y'all are. So um you know these baby dad and mama comes and So Gucci is basically like, I just want her to, I'm cool. I kind of like her. She all right, but I want her to know that I'm gonna be number one. I'm gonna be this, being real petty child. D gets a new car. You know what I mean? So Gucci and JJ gets her a brand new car. They feel like she needs one, especially a bigger car for her and her child. So I thought that was a good gesture. They bought her a car and all this other stuff. And D was very appreciative of it. Then they set D down they set Latrice down in D's chair trying to see how Latrice would feel holding the baby, see if she'll get baby fever. But Latrice said, it's a no for me. Okay. So we get into Latrice and Glenn. Latrice has been doing a lot of worrying, and Glenn feels like, worrying is really nothing. Like, why are you worrying? Like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? She said, well, if you haven't lived my life and been through the things that I've been through, then you would not understand, then you won't understand why I worry so much. He was like, no, we understand why you worry so much. I just don't understand why you feel like you need to worry so much. And then she was like, well, coming from where I come from, I have to work hard to get where I need to be. I know where she came from. We come from the same place. So yes, people like us, we work really, really hard. Like, I work hard at my 9 to 5. I work hard on YouTube. I try to do whatever I can to get myself to the next level because I don't want to be here for the rest of my life. So sometimes when we grow up a certain type of way, we get this hustler mentality, and that's just something that we gotta have. And with her being the age that she's at, Latrice is 34. She should be turning 30. Yeah, she's gonna turn 35 in a couple of weeks and all that other stuff. So yeah, she's doing that. And so, she's trying to make sure her business is right and stuff like that. She says, am I a great wife? He said, you a good wife. There's a lot of things that you need to learn and master before you become a great wife. I may just be a good husband, but there's some things that I got to do to be a great husband. Then she started talking about her missed period and wondering if she's pregnant. And, he said, if you pregnant, I'm gonna be the best father that you need me to be. I may not be the best husband, but I damn sure be the best father. All he really wants is the baby. Then they had their little back and forth about that, which I didn't understand towards the end. So then we go into the Hamilton Davis celebration. You could tell this is a Carlos King production because those girls was doing the damn model walk into that place. They started talking about the security guard with Tamara, and Tamara was laughing about it. They was being shady with it. Then they started talking about a sister circle and stuff. And then Akeisha was basically saying, I'm gonna have a gathering. I'm gonna invite all you girls, and we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna talk about me and Willie's plans for Ferris Street. So Letitia was like, oh, so basically she letting me know that I'm not a part of the plans. I see you, and I deal with you accordingly. Letitia, what did you really expect? Like, you just got through telling the girl that she was born into a family that did not want her, and then you want to turn around and say that you see where she going with it. Girl, Letitia, come on now. Then Glenda arrives, she's telling the girls her story and stuff like that, and they are very affected by it. Like, they understand where she's coming from. It's just very sad. And they always like, I'm surprised that you even came out of the house, girl. Like, I'm glad that you're able to do this for us. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, I dated them too arrived, and it gets messy because everybody knows I dated them too. Like, she's a decorator for damn near everybody, and everybody like, yeah, you did my wedding. And then Marie was like, okay, she does everything for me and Essie. She does this, she does that. And while we looking at them, Tamara is like, I'm finna get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm not finna be around this fake ass shit, these fake ass, messy ass girls. I'm finna get up out of here. And Marie was like, why are you leaving? Why you leaving, girl? Why you leaving? You know why she leaving. Y'all, bro, I dated them too up in there. It felt like an ambush to that girl. And a lot of folks on Twitter was like, well, why is she running? She know that I dated them too on a moment. But at the end of the day, probably would have sat there and been like, okay, this insecure ass girl, like, she's trying to get a moment from me. But I dated them too was like, she can about me to everybody else, but she won't say nothing while I'm here. Don't start talking when you walk up out of there. Don't start talking when you walk out of here. I'm like, this girl, ooh, she's so slow. But that was pretty much the end of it. It pretty much ended with Tambra storming out. Now, let me let y'all know something before we get up out of here, because y'all know that next week is the season finale, right? So that's next week. But the week after next, Jamar and I will be interviewing So Gucci on September the 29th at I think 9, 8 Central. We just booked the interview about 2 days ago, so we will be sitting down with So Gucci. Latrice will be coming after So Gucci. However, I did reach out to Marie, Keisha, and Tamra. I reached out to all of them, and Letitia. I'm still waiting on her. Me and her have been communicating back and forth, but I ain't heard nothing from her yet. So as of right now, so Gucci's on the 29th, and Latrice will be right after. So we're gonna see what's going on with the rest of them if we can. But with that being said, y'all, this be your boy Scotty. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops, honey. Also, be sure if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be in the description box below. With that being said, you guys, your boy is out of here. Until my next video, I'll holler at y'all later, and I will leave you guys with some promos. I'll talk to you guys at another time. Bye, y'all.